I saw the effects of that double rainbow video for sure. Because man, like for the first few weeks, we were just like whatever, you know. We're like, well, you know, like we didn't really know that it was that famous of a video. Like
You didn't know what?
I didn't know it was that big of a video. I just thought it was a funny video that I saw.
Yeah.
You know, and then like today yesterday I was sitting in your living room and like, oh yeah, Jimmy Kimmel just called. Like,
yeah, right. And the White House is fucking thinking about us.
You know, you're doing interviews with the BBC and like, it's crazy. People are flying you to Iceland.
Yeah, I know.
Because they like your message, and I think it's really funny if the media ignores it. The mainstream media. Yeah, right. They're not going to ignore it.
No, they're not. Yeah, you know, and I said this like from the first interview, you know. So, you know, what do you think about this? You know, were you totally blown away? I said, no, not at all. I always knew this was coming. And I said, this is just the beginning. This was just like, so humanity could be introduced to me, you know. And they're like, really, you know? And all the people all along who said, oh, enjoy your 15 minutes of fame. And I said, nope, this is just the beginning of something really big. Watch. I called it, you know, because I saw this shit happen. I made all this happen. I just placed the little breadcrumbs, you know. I just followed the little breadcrumbs. I followed the little trail, but I made each step happen, you know.
Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. You followed the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
That spirit left for you.
Right. And you know, and I don't pass up an opportunity, you know. It's like, and I work it to its fullest. I bust my ass, and I dedicate myself, and I'm motivated, you know. It's like, you know, I was fucking busting out all the interviews. I never said no. I never said no to any interviews. Anyone wanted to talk to me, I always said yes. Or if I was like too busy, I said let's figure out a schedule when we can do it, and we'll do it at a later time. And I think there's probably been less than a handful of interviews that I missed, you know, because and it wasn't because I said no. It was because you know, scheduling conflicts, or they change their mind or whatever. But you know, the vast majority, and you know, I bet it's at least 150 that I've done.
That's crazy.
I know, you know, and I was like waking up at all hours of the night. Sometimes I'd be up I'd have to wake up at 1 in the morning, you know, and be up until 7, you know, like with Good Morning America. And that shit was hard, man. The bigger ones, Good Morning America and CNN, those were a lot of effort, man. It was just a huge strain to do all those, you know, because they wanted it really odd hours and it took a long time. The CNN one, we had to do 3 times, man. It took like 2 hours each time, and they were a pain in the butt. Anyhow, so that was really early on. We went to Melinda's and did that.
I want to go back to Melinda's for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool there, huh?
Yeah.
We're on 99, headed south to Baja California. We're expected to be in San Diego tonight. What's the date? Ooh, there's the sunset.
28th, maybe?
Huh?
The 28th, maybe?
28th? We're not real good on...
I'm not really big on linear time.
We're not really good on dates and times. Yeah, you know, that's, like, I told Sage this too. That's one of the questions they ask you when you've been injured. Like, I'm an EMT, right? So they ask, that's one of the questions you ask, you know, the time and date. And it sucks because I never know that one, so I'm already fucked up. You know what I mean? Something's already wrong with me. So if something happens to me in an accident and they're going to ask me that, I'm gonna have to say something like, but I never know what time it is or what the date is. So I guess if I'm able to be funny, they'll know I'm all right.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Mental note.
Yeah, right. So I guess I don't have to know the date. I just have to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if I'm all in pain, all bleeding all over the place, I have to bring up the will to be funny because I can't remember the day. How fucked up is that?
That's brilliant. Former firefighter here, very best guess.
We should dress Paul up as Santa Claus and bring him to the Merced Mall and have Jim gets away.
Okay, so we're stopping on our way to San Diego to visit Sam.
And we're talking about the reality show that I'm not supposed to be talking about on film.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to have a good time. Sam's just been visiting with us, playing host.
I'm living it up large.